Hi, this is Josh from Shamma Sandals, and we're going to take a look at the mailbag and try and answer some of your questions. So the first question comes from Gon. Gon says, "Hey guys, I just received my new pair of Warriors, and I was wondering, since the material seems so thin and strong, maybe I can cut some of the excessive material to shape more to my foot. Do you think that it's a good idea? And if so, what should I do it with? Strong scissors or utility knife? Thanks." Gon. All right, Gon. So absolutely you can cut them, but just know that once you've cut them, you've bought them for real. So yeah, we're not going to accept massacred sandals from our customers. But if you're confident that you don't want that material there, absolutely you can cut it with a knife, a pair of scissors. Originally, when I was selling the sandals, the first year I was cutting them with a utility knife, and I was doing this, and I was so grateful eventually when we got our dies, our first run of dies, and because my shoulder was gonna fall off. I remember that summer, it was like the first summer we actually had a bunch of sales, and it was killing me. So yes, you can totally cut them with a utility knife. I think that's the best way to go. I really just recommend when you cut it, you're gonna put angle on it, so you want it to be as vertical as possible when you cut it. Otherwise it'll kind of have a slope to it. But other than that, feel free to cut away, and if you really screw up, you can always have them resoled. Just send them in and say, "Hey, I messed up and I need a resole." So we can do that for you. Anyways, hope that helps, Gon, and good luck with the cutting and trimming. The next question comes from Jonathan. Here are a couple of photos from my hike in the Swiss Alps. Shammas to the top and back down. 12.5 kilometers and 1,000 meters elevation ascent and descent. Sandals performed great. Jonathan. Jonathan, thank you very much. We appreciate that so much. Thanks for taking the time to send us a picture, and we're just glad that the sandals worked for you. That's awesome. Next one is from Adam. Hello. I'm looking for my next camp shoe sandal for ultralight backpacking, and I hear nothing but rave reviews about Shammas. They'll be used around camp long after long days of hiking and in trail towns. Would you have a recommendation between Warriors or Chargers? Minimal weight is a huge factor for me. I wear a Shamma size 6. Adam. All right, Adam. Yeah, I think Warriors or Chargers are a great choice. If you're not planning on hiking in them, gosh, it really just comes down to what kind of ground feel you want. Do you want a little bit more structure? That's what you're going to get with the Chargers. But they're so close in weight. Like a size 9, the difference in weight between the two is going to be like 0.2 of an ounce. So you're just splitting hairs at that point. It's really more about the feel. If you want them to be more an in-town sandal, I might go with the Chargers. If you want them to be a little bit more on the trail, then I would go with the Warriors. They're both killer, and I think they're both going to be awesome for you. And yeah, they're just not going to cost you very much weight on your backpack, which is always the big deal, right? So I don't know, maybe you need to buy both. And so you can see that way when you get out on the trail, you're not going to be surprised by it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't be more helpful than that. It's really an issue of ground feel and your preference. I would just say this, probably since you're out on the trail, you'd want either one of those in our grip top rather than leather. So anyways, I wish I could be more helpful. All right, this next question comes from Jamie. Jamie says, "Hi Josh, I'm probably picking up another pair in the next couple of months and thinking about the sole. I've happily had Shamma sandals in both the Warrior and Charger soles. I like them both about as much as I can, but for different reasons. That being said, I typically recommend friends who are new to minimal barefoot shoes or just buying Shammas because they think they're cool to try Mountain Goats or sometimes Charger soles. I'm curious because you've mentioned wearing Mountain Goats, but it seems you are someone who has been doing the barefoot minimal thing for quite some time. I've sort of been in the less is more camp, so I've previously ruled out the Mountain Goats. So I'm just wondering, for you personally, as someone who has worn Warrior and Charger sole, what value you get out of the Mountain Goats? Do you just find the combo of the tread from the New Flex and the nice form fit of the Moreflex is worth the trade-off of the extra density and weight, though still small, or is there some super intensive activity you like the thickness in? Jamie. All right, Jamie, that's a great question. That really is a good question. And I think that, I think the heart of the question is, you know, Josh, you're a minimalist with your sandals. You know, are you betraying your minimalist ideology here for these thicker Mountain Goats? Well, I guess a couple things. So for starters, it's like, you know, I was a carpenter for a lot of years, and you have a whole bunch of tools in your tool bag, and you use different tools in different situations. And so I have the luxury of having a number of different sandals. I can make them whenever I want. It's kind of funny, actually, this idea that I would make sandals whenever I want. I rarely do. I don't make them for myself that often. You know, a couple pairs a year, and I just don't want to have, unless I'm really testing something out. But like, I had a pair of Warriors last year for the Elite lacing system that I'm still wearing, and they're just beat and nasty and ugly, and they're my favorite, and that's what I'm wearing for running right now. So I don't make myself tons of the sandals, I would have to say. But why do I like the Mountain Goats? Well, I live on a piece of property where there's a lot of gravel roads, and there's a lot of really uneven terrain, and I just get lazy, and I'm like, I just don't want to feel the gravel. And for me, the Mountain Goats, they're still a minimalist sandal, even though they're, you know, close to a ½ an inch thick. They're completely flat. My toes splay. There's no arch support. They're really lightweight. They stick to my feet, so I'm not doing the monkey toes like you would in a flip-flop. And it's just easier a lot of times when I'm cruising around here. So I think if you're gonna find yourself in this, or take a situation like if you were mountain biking, if you want to mountain bike a lot, and you have pedals with bigger spikes, I'd recommend the Mountain Goats. It's just going to give you a flat platform. I like Mountain Goats for backpacking. I like Mountain Goats a lot of times for hiking, just so I don't have to, I can maybe be up out of the dirt just a little bit more and not deal with as many little pebbles that are hitchhikers and stuff like that. So the Mountain Goats, or if I'm around the house and I'm doing a yard work project and I have to use a shovel, I'd rather use the Mountain Goats for a shovel, for sure, you know, to push into the dirt. So Mountain Goats are really useful in a lot of situations. I think it's an easier mental hurdle for a lot of people to go to a sandal that's zero drop, no arch support, but it's going to give people protection more like they're used to, and that's something that people can kind of get used to quicker. In any case, and the Mountain Goats are still so light that you can run in them. Once last week I ran in my Mountain Goats. I did an 8-mile run the other day, last Friday, and they were killer. So it's just another tool for the tool bag, and definitely something for you to try out. It's a really good special combination. Last thing about the Mountain Goats, what makes it special is the combination of the soling material. I don't know anyone else that's doing that. I see some sandal makers that'll sell a really thick version of the Moreflex. I see them selling thick versions of the New Flex and then other materials, but rarely do I see anyone take the time to combine the two materials, and so you can kind of get the harder compound on the bottom with the better ride of the Moreflex on top. And that's something that we do. We take the extra time to do it because we're a little fanatical about it. In any case, hope that helps, Jamie, and yeah, give the Mountain Goats a try. I think you'll like them a lot. This one comes from Zach. All right, Zach says, I thought the repairs were free. Last time there was no charge. So what we do is we do have a worry-free guarantee, and so if for whatever reason, you know, we screwed up and the sandal breaks or rips or something in a way that's caused by us, we totally we'll totally repair it for free. Any of like the toe plugs, if they ever break, anything like that, or even if the toe plug wears out, just send it in and we'll repair it for you. We usually err on the side of we're more likely to do a repair for free, but the real dividing line is it something that's a wear issue? Did you just wear through your sole? Or did you wear through the straps? If that's the case, then yeah, we will charge you for the repair. But if it's something that breaks, you know, we didn't sew it well enough, or I don't know what, but something snaps and it shouldn't have snapped, we're absolutely going to repair that for free. You know, we totally stand behind our products and we really want you to be happy. But it sounds like, and we'll see, Zach, I don't think we have this pair of sandals in here yet, but when we see it, we'll tell you if it's our fault or if it's a wear issue. In any case, I think that's it for the mailbag today. Hopefully that was helpful, and we'll see you next time when we go through your questions. Happy trails. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel for more weekly content. And make sure to click the bell so that you'll be notified every time we post something new.